Good morning, everybody, and welcome to 5 Minutes with Shawnee. Mr. Sean Entin with his guest, Michelle Rogers. Go ahead, Sean.
Hey everybody, how are you? It's September the 3rd, 2017. It's a great month. I'm sitting here with a wonderful woman, a great new friend who's with Jim Walsh, who Jim suffered a massive stroke 3 years ago, and we're going to hear her story, how she stuck with him. And the reason why he's running, you guys saw him run last week, is because of this lady right here. She inspired him to get up and get going. And you can just kind of share the story of that, what happened with Jim.
Sure. Well, I was out shopping actually, and I got a phone call from Jim, and he was on the golf course, and he said, "I think I'm having a stroke. An ambulance is coming, and can you meet me at the hospital?" And we had just moved to California maybe a year earlier, and we weren't even sure what hospital had the best care, but he asked where to go, and I knew the closest hospital was Shasta Regional, so we went there. They just happened to be known for stroke, so we lucked out. When we got there, I got there before him, and he was throwing up. He was going through all these things. But it was almost like vertigo. The room was spinning. They did not have a doctor or a neurologist up there at the time in the ER, and so they had one of those teledoctors. So he was examining Jim through a computer screen, and they were considering the TPA, but they didn't do it because they weren't stroke. In fact, it took a couple of days to figure that out. So he was hospitalized, and I was working. I worked in media, so I have a really demanding schedule. I worked 70 hours a week. But I parked myself in his hospital room and brought my computer, and I just worked from his room, and I was there every day for him. And he was there about 10 days in the hospital, and they finally figured out it was a stroke 3 days. And I just documented the whole experience because that's my background, right? So I started as a reporter and then an editor, a managing editor, and I'm in a director position. But I documented everything. I videoed him as he struggled. He couldn't even get out of bed. He had constant was weak. So we were asking doctors questions. I recorded audio. I asked for permission first to do that because I wanted everything documented. And then after about 10 days, we went to a rehab facility. He was in such bad shape still that he could not even, he couldn't get in my car. They had to take him by ambulance. And the facility was like an hour and 15 minutes from our home. So I followed them in the ambulance. They got him situated there. And again, started asking a lot of questions, documenting. They were only going to keep him there about a week. But then I contacted his sister who flew down from Mill Valley, the San Francisco area, and she and I set up an appointment with the medical director, and we shared our audio recordings that we had from the hospital, and we spoke to the medical director who wanted to release him about after a week. We advocated for a second week, and then I think a third week. Is that right, Jim? Yeah, 3 weeks total. Because we had this audio from the doctors at the hospital that said what bad shape this dissection caused or put him in really bad shape. So, yeah.
Amazing. 3 years now. How is he now? Where is your Jim now?
Oh, okay.
I mean, saw him run last Saturday, which inspired thousands of people, and inspired me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I give the reason why I think he's better is because he was always behind.
Well,
we had good men.
Thank you. But he did a lot on his own too. So when we got, we'll send a physical therapist over to your home twice a week.
Oh no! Right.
Yeah, to do maybe talk the ball, and we're like, no, that's not enough. He is in his 40s. He has a long life to live, and from all our research that we've done, you really have to get on it right away. Within the first 2 years, we have to make a lot of progress. So we pushed and pushed. We finally got 3 days of physical therapy, and they arranged to have a transportation system pick him up, take him there, and bring him back. And then he, on his own, sought out pro bono work to get extra physical therapy. So in the end, he was getting physical therapy at least 5 to 6 times a week. So that's what really helped his recovery. And then he pushed himself. Like he was, I created a video. If you want to check it out, it's on YouTube. If you just search Jim Walsh's stroke story. Yeah, Jim Walsh's stroke story.
Right. Okay. So if you were talking to, let's kind of recap, we give a lot of that information. If we were talking to someone else, family member, whether it's father, mother, or a child, what's the advice? You'd like to begin there immediately. I know with me, I had to get, the initiated immediately for Jim. The reason why he's actually running, fully running, and you can both use it with both hands because he got that brain work running. So there's no plasticity stepped in, and you were able to be there to help them and do that. And so people out there who are listening now, all this Michelle says the key is if you believe in it and you get the therapy, your loved one is going to heal. We don't know how far or where they're going to be, but they thought I was never going to walk off the driving again. This guy's now holding the camera and talking to the camera. It's the same thing. And I got to make one more mention, and I'm not going to cry, I promise you, but Michelle gave her kidney to Jim's sister. How long ago was this?
3 years ago.
3 years before the show. So she gave a kidney to Jim's sister. This is how special it is. To their own kidney, her sister's kidneys were failing, and she gave it to her. And who does that? I mean, let alone stand by Jim and get him back to being healthy, and you give a kidney to his sister. I love you. You are my inspiration, so thank you.
That's fantastic, Michelle, what you've done. We're kind of out of time at this point in time, guys, but if you want to kind of wrap it up, Sean, we'll be moving on. Michelle, thank you for being with us today.
Okay, Jerry, you're breaking up a little bit here. But anyways, are we? Have you got the? Are we still rolling?
We're still rolling. Just wrap it up, please.
Everybody, thank you for joining 5 Minutes with Shawnee. Check out the blog at SeanEntin.com. Michelle Rogers, is on the show for the first time, and you're going to see Jim Walsh with me running again a lot. You'll see him back on the show. Hopefully, he'll be back with us. But he's an inspiration to all of us. And everyone, thank you. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend and enjoy your Sunday. And if you feel like you can't get off the couch, get up and move. Start moving, get that body rolling for any.